Mamma mia, here we go again. My. How can I resist ya? Sorry, I wanted to do that. I don't know why. Today we're talking about Lithromantic. Alright, so in the last video I talked about Lithosexual, and also I feel like I should add, like, the thumbnail and title says Lithsexual. I just wanted to, like, I don't think anyone ever thought this, because only, like, two people commented, but, like, just in case anyone in the future watches it, I did actually spell it right. You can spell it with an O or without an O. Like, so either way I'm right. So I just thought it would be easier to spell it without the O. Just so you know, in case anyone in the future ever wonders. The same with this video too. But yeah, Lithromantic is the romantic version of Lithosexual, because, you know, every sexuality has a romanticism around it too. You know, like asexual and romantic. But yeah. Today we're talking about that. So let's get into it. Alright, so I know you're probably all thinking, what the hell is lithosexual? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's when you may experience romantic attraction but don't want it reciprocated. Like the last time, but instead of sexual attraction, it's romantic attraction. Which, you know, yeah, that makes sense. Like, they're not the same thing, but because romance and sexual tension, I think, are very different, trust me. But yeah. I think that makes sense, you know. I don't see any issue with this. I know some people probably will, because a lot of people comment on my videos saying I make all this shit up. Like, no, I do not. These are real. I research on all these. But yeah, that is what this is. This might not go for all of them, but for the most part, they feel fine with being single. You know, that makes sense, because if they're not in, like, it's kind of the same with aromantic in a way. I mean, I'll get there, don't worry, but it's like they don't want to be in a relationship because they literally don't feel the desire to be in a relationship. Then they're not going to feel lonely in that sense. Like, they might feel lonely in the sense of, like, I want a friend or a companion or something, but not in the sense of, like, I want a relationship. Which, you know, that totally makes sense, you know? Who am I to judge? Although this one is quite interesting. They may get uncomfortable if they get into a relationship, which, you know, it shows that some of them, like, do get in relationships. I mean, maybe they might want to try it, or they haven't figured out that they're romantic yet. And then they're like, ooh, I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I like the partner I'm with. Ooh, you know. Or they might just want a sexual thing, you know. Because, like, this is the romantic side of it. So you could probably be romantic without being lithosexual. And you'd want to have as much sex as you want, but don't want to be in a relationship. Which, now that I say that out loud, just sounds like, something that I don't want to say on the channel. Angel dust. There you go. Right, I kind of hinted at this, but it's part of the asexual spectrum, which, you know, obviously it is. Come on. I think every romanticism is part of the, asexual spectrum. Yeah. So, yeah, that makes sense. I don't really know what else to say about that, really, because what else can I say, you know? Like I always say, everything is a spectrum, you know? Even, you know, things that don't have nothing to do with the LGBT community can be a spectrum. Like, you can be a spectrum on what kind of an asshole you are. I'm sorry, I literally don't know what else to add to this, so yeah. Okay, so this one I actually did find cool. I don't actually know what language it means it in, but Lithos means stone. I feel like it's Latin, it probably is Latin. I don't really get the connection though, like, usually, like, the names of each sexuality is, like, it makes sense to, like, the sexuality or romanticism, but I don't really get this one. I don't really see how, like, not wanting to be in a relationship with someone or not wanting to have sex with someone could be, like, related to a stone, you know? Like, if you're stone cold, but I don't know. Maybe someone else can explain this to me, or maybe I'll research it after I've recorded it, but, excuse me, yeah, Lithos means stone, that was my point. Alright, for my last point, they can be any sexuality. I mean, obviously. So you can be lithromantic and gay, or lithromantic and lesbian, or lithromantic and asexual, or lithromantic and pansexual. You know, it's all a spectrum. And I really am going to make that merch because that really sounds awesome. But yeah, I don't know what else to add to that, but I hope it makes sense to you at least, you know. Everything is a spectrum, you know, and it's not all just black and white. Well, that was my video being lithromantic. Let me know if you're lithromantic in the comments down below. Or don't. You don't owe me that information. I want to make my new nail patterns. It's the gender fluid flag. I really wanted to do it because I love the gender fluid flag a lot. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe and all that jazz. I'll see you next time. Bye!